Here they come.
And night. When you are glad, I feel a mad pang of delight. If you stay, then I stay. If you leave, I'll pursue. And Nina, I love you.
No. I guess so. You want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where's Ellie? Glare is terrible.
If you stay, then I stay. If you leave, I'll pursue.
Over here. No.
And Nina,
I can't hear you, Beth. Not yet.
Start video. That says start video. No, video is recording.
Cody, what do you want me to do with that other phone?
Where's Ellie?
Let's just make sure it's on. Robin? Okay, have a
like the fragrance of blossoms there, sweet as the breath of air, fresh with the morning dew.
Hold on, I'll get it on the speaker.
So rare, you're like the sparkle of old champagne, orchids in cellophane, couldn't compare with you. You are perfection, you're my idea of angels singing Ave Maria. For you're an angel, I breathe and live you with every beat of the heart that I give you. So rare, this is a heaven on earth we share, caring the way we care. Ours is a love so rare.
Sir?
So rare, this is a heaven on earth we share, caring the way we care. Ours is a love so rare.
Welcome to the Friendship Bridge Radio Theater. It's not quite a podcast. Brought to you by Pink Umbrella Theater Company. Accessible theater for all. Don't let inaccessibility rain on your parade. Try Pink Umbrella Theater Company. Tonight's episode, Little Orphan Esther and the Shushan Schemer. The story you're about to hear is true. The names remain the same for the historic record. Come with us Back in time, across the ocean, through the desert, along the path, up the river, down the street, beyond the horizon, to a place halfway around the globe. A fantastic city of music and culture, of spice and millet, and, we assume, some kind of falafel. The capital city of Shushan in ancient Persia, where the king has been celebrating for 3 straight days.
This is the greatest party since my material, Your Majesty.
Thank you, my scribe. It's my duty as king to keep my subjects happy.
Let it know that Your Majesty doesn't show the tail roof off.
Indeed, I will do you one better. Vashti, oh Vashti.
Yes, husband.
Hello, Vashti. Are you enjoying yourself?
Oh yes, this is the greatest ball a girl could ever dream of.
Well, how about you show your appreciation and perform for our guests?
Of course. Would you like some ragtime or maybe some light opera? I'll be practicing my
Hi.
Abra and Sylvan. I am the very model of Asian person dancing twin.
No, not a song, Vashti, but since you mentioned dancing, you could do a little dance for us. You know the one that I mean.
That dance you want me to perform? That dance? Oh no, not in front of your friends.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Well, when I met you, you were nothing more than a small town girl using your pretty face to sell flatbread to traders on the Silk Road. I'm the one who saw talent in you and brought you here.
More like bought me here.
I picked you out of that one camel town and I can put you right back.
No, you won't, because I am going back on my own. I'd rather perform for sheep in Outer Pagoria. Stay right here 1 minute with you. Boy, you show her, boys.
I sure did, but what am I going to do without a wife?
Enjoy being single.
It's nice, but I'm the king of Persia. I need a queen. Mordecai.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I need to find a new wife. Arrange a beauty contest to choose the new queen.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Hey, boy. A beauty contest. Boy, His Majesty is surely find his great new wife now.
There is more to greatness than beauty. The king needs a lesson in how to treat a woman.
Yeah, you're right about that. No wonder you're a second advisor.
Yes, and I know just a woman to teach him.
And so, the palace is thrown into preparations. Announcements of the contest spread throughout Persia. The entire empire is filled with anticipation as beautiful candidates arrive in Shushan. But Mordecai seems already assured of who will win.
Ah, Esther, my niece, are you ready to meet the king?
I think so, Uncle Mordecai.
Good, oh little orphan Esther. I dreamed of a day like this for you.
Thank you, Uncle Mordecai, but I'm not an orphan. I have parents, just like everyone else.
Lou? But are they ever mentioned?
Well, no, but they're never explicitly said to you or my uncle either.
Oh, interesting. But Esther, here comes the king.
Hello, Mordecai. Thank you for arranging this contest.
You're welcome, Your Majesty. I believe we won't have to introduce you to my niece. Your Majesty, this is little orphan Esther.
Hello, little orphan Esther. It's nice to meet you.
I'm not an orphan, Your Majesty.
You're not, but little orphan Esther has such a nice ring to it.
Well, the only ring I have is a secret decoder ring.
So you're here about another ring, perhaps, then? A wedding ring, perhaps?
Perhaps, but I heard about what happened with Queen Vashti. I won't tolerate being treated like that either.
But I am king. I demand to be obeyed.
And ever since that demand, you felt
miserable.
Miserable.
Mordecai, your niece, little orphan Esther,
I'm not an orphan.
Is as wise as she is beautiful. I cannot think of a better queen to rule Shushan with me.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Esther, I would gladly make you my queen if you agree.
Well, I won't turn down another ring.
And so the king took little orphan Esther?
I'm not an orphan.
As his bride. And there was much rejoicing throughout Persia, with many parties thrown in the happy couple's honor, with much less dancing. But their happy marriage was soon to meet a decidedly devious difficulty. We'll find out more after a word from our sponsor, the Scroll of Esther. She really puts the raw in Torah study.
Ubehagia Torah Esther bat Avichai dod Mordechai asher lakach lo levad lavo el hamelech lo biksha davar ki met asher yomar hey guys frisan melech shomer nashim vatihi Esther noseit chen be'enei kol roeha Vayehav hamelech et Esther mikol hanashim v'tisachen v'chesed lifanav mikol habtulot vayasem keter malchut birosha vayamlicheha tachat Vashti. And now the Queen's contest. When the turn came for Esther, daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had adopted her as his own daughter, to go to the king, she did not ask for anything but what Haggai, the king's eunuch, guardian of the women, advised. Yet Esther won the admiration of all who saw her. The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she won his grace and favor more than all the others. So he set a royal crown on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti.
Welcome back to the Friendship Bridge radio program. Like a Zoom call, but better. Brought to you by Cafe B Data. From Malakas to Hamantashen, Cafe B Data is great for Nashin. Now that Shushan has a new queen, life begins to return to normal. Seeds are planted and grown to crops. Grain is harvested and ground to flour. Goods are traded up and down the Silk Road. Throughout Shushan, the people live and work and play in perfect contentment. All except one.
Look at you. Look at you all peasants at market.
Don't you know when you're in the presence of your betters, I'll have you know that the king's first advisor walks among you now.
Really? Where?
Right here in front of you. It is I, Haman, first advisor to the king. I demand you bow before me now. And you bow. You merchants, bow. And the farmers, bow, tradesmen, bow before me. My voice, as is the king's, bow before Haman.
Not everyone is able to bow. Maybe you should say bow if you're able.
I see here.
I don't care about that. I want everyone to bow.
But that isn't very nice.
Ah, my old rival, Mordecai, second advisor to the king. It is good to see you.
Market Square. Good morning. Good morning, Hammond. Why are some of the people bowing in the market space?
They bow to me, of course. They bow to Haman, just as you should, second advisor.
Oh, no, Hammond. I cannot bow before you, even if I want to.
What? Why not? My voice is as the king's.
I am a Jew and can only bow before Haman.
Who?
You know, others.
Who?
You know God.
Mordecai, you will bow before me.
No.
Bow.
No.
Bow.
No, I bid you good day, Hammond.
Don't you walk away from me, Mordecai. Don't you walk away. You get back here and bow to me. Don't you walk away. He walked away. Very well. If Mordecai won't bow to me because he is a Jew, I'll just have to get rid of him. Him and all the other Jews. The people of Shushan will see what happens when they don't bow. Ha 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 ha.
As Haman retreats to plan his evil plot, the sun sets on Shushan. All the city settles in for the night, except for the palace, where a restless king is having trouble resting.
Oh, I'm having trouble resting.
He paces about, his mind full of idle thoughts.
I can't stop pacing. My mind is full of idle thoughts.
Perhaps calling for a story from a scribe will help him sleep.
Perhaps a story from my scribe will help me sleep. Scribe, oh scribe.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm pacing. My mind is full of idle thoughts. I require a story to help me sleep.
Of course, Your Majesty. I will read from the JTAI Monthly.
No, not that. Read me from the Chronicles of Ancient Persia.
Ha, you're right, Your Majesty.
Who knows what evil lies in the heart of Shushan? Mordecai knows. This story within a story is also true. The names to stay the same to refresh his memory. Deep in the royal cellars, Mordecai seeks to aid his king while two conspirators meet.
Where are those two attendants? The king has called for more wine. I suppose I have to find it myself.
Hello, Tash.
Well met, Brighton. How are you this evening?
Not well, actually, I have a terrible headache.
Funny, so do I.
The king's constant partying is keeping me up all night.
Yes, and he leaves all the work of government important to us.
So good. I better listen closely.
The palace is filled with chaos.
They make a huge mess and they leave the clean to us. There must be something we could do about it.
Oh, we could.
Oh, how?
Bees.
Bees?
Bees. A jar of bees. His Majesty is allergic to their sting.
Yes, and the bees that we will break will hurt the king with a stung.
Wow, you are a poet and you didn't even know it.
This is terrible. I must warn His Majesty.
I remember now, Mordecai saved my life from those two, and I haven't been able to eat a honey cake since. But I never rewarded him. No wonder I can't sleep. Thank you, scribe.
You're welcome, Your Majesty.
I must repay my second advisor, but how? I know. I'll ask my first advisor. Haman. Oh, Haman.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Haman, I need your help.
Anything, Your Majesty.
Good. I have just learned I am sorely indebted to one of my subjects, a favorite advisor.
Favorite advisor, huh? He must mean me. Your Majesty, I'm happy to help you settle this debt.
Wonderful. I knew I could count on you. What would you have me do to show my gratitude and admiration to my advisor?
Gratitude and admiration, well, there are the usual things, of course, silver, gold, jewels, but you should make your admiration known to all of Persia. Throw a parade in their honor. Yes, they could ride atop your horse, wearing your crown for the day. Should you think me, them worthy, of course.
A worthy suggestion indeed. I shall see it done immediately. Oh, Mordecai is going to love riding my horse.
Mordecai, that second advisor, triumphs again. Mordecai, I will see that he is suitably treated. While we're on the subject, Your Majesty, I've been hard at work to expose an enemy of the crown.
An enemy of the crown? Is it the Babylonians, the Greeks?
Oh no, far worse, an enemy within. If you sign this edict, you know your official order, which can never be broken. I can get rid of them all.
Of course, Haman, anything for my first advisor. Wait, this isn't code.
For secrecy, Your Majesty.
I see. Well, let me get out my little orphan Esther secret decoder ring. 72, 108, 216, 9. Ah, who is the enemy?
That's what the code says.
Yes, but it's not clear. It's in code. Who is the enemy?
That's what it says.
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you, it's in code.
So who is the enemy?
Yes.
Who?
Who?
I'm asking you.
It's in code.
It's in code?
That's what the code says.
Yes, but it's not clear. It's in code. Who is the enemy?
That's what it says. Who is the enemy?
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you, it's in code.
So who is the enemy?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, who?
I'm asking you.
It's in code.
It's in code?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, who?
I'm asking you.
It's in code.
It's in code?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, rhyming code.
Oh, rhyming code.
Yes.
So who is the enemy? Jews are the enemy.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, that's good. For a minute there, I thought we were playing a whole different ball game.
And so, with a secret coded royal edict, that official order which can never be broken, in hand, Haman, the Shushan schemer, begins construction of a massive gallows from which he intends to hang all the Jews in Persia. Will his evil plan succeed? Will he kill all the Jews? Will he lose? And will we eat? The answers to those and many more questions when we return.
ויאמר המן למלך אחשוורוש, ישנו עם אחד, מפוזר ומפורד בין העמים, בכל מדינות מלכותך, ודתיהם שונות מכל עם. ודתי המלך אינם עושים, ולמלך אין שווה להניחם. Haman then said to King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered and dispersed among the other peoples in all the provinces of your realm, whose laws are different from those of any other people, and who don't obey the king's laws. It's not in your majesty's interest to tolerate them. If it please your majesty, let an edict be drawn for their destruction, and I will pay 10,000 silver to the deposit in the royal treasury.
Welcome back to our program, Little Orphan Esther and the Shushan Schemer, brought to you by Gesher Disability Resources, voted Best Special Needs Resources and Best Special Needs Shabbat Service by readers of the Phoenix Jewish News. When we left, Mordecai was to receive a parade in his honor, but his nemesis, Haman, was preparing to kill all the Jews in Persia. Upon hearing this, Mordecai rushes to see his niece, Queen Esther.
Come in. Oh, it's you, Uncle Mordecai.
How are you?
I am very happy, Uncle Mordecai. Life in the palace is wonderful, and I was so proud to see you on my husband's horse yesterday, wearing his crown.
It was great. It was a great honor, but it was short-lived, as we both will be if we don't figure out a way to stop Haman.
Stop Haman? Stop him from doing what?
He is angry that I will not bow down to him, and that his majesty has honored me so. Now he has a royal edict which can never be broken, to kill all the Jews in Persia.
Kill all the Jews in Persia just because we won't bow to him?
Yes, Esther, we have to figure out how to stop him.
It's obvious. You have to remind the king how much you admire him. Then he'll stop Haman.
I'm not so sure he knows Haman. Haman will kill me and sign the edit anyway.
That's horrible. How am I supposed to love my husband when he plans to kill you and me?
Esther, that is, the king must not realize you a Jew. You must let known that Haman means to hurt you too.
But what if he doesn't care?
I think he will. He loves you very much. You must trust that he loves you and you love him. You owe it to yourself to tell him.
I suppose if I don't tell him, I'll never be able to live with myself.
And what if Haman tells him for you?
Then he is sure to remember. You're right, Uncle Mordecai. I need to have courage and do this. It's a shame you're not my husband's first advisor.
We'll see.
And we'll be right back.
כי אם החרש תחרישי בעת הזאת, רווח והצלה יעמוד ליהודים ממקום אחר, ואת ובית אביך תאבדו, ומי יודע אם לעת כזאת הגדלה מלכות. Esther has told Mordecai that she cannot go to the king. Mordecai had this message delivered to Esther. On the contrary, if you keep silent in this crisis, deliverance will come to the Jews from another quarter. But who knows, perhaps you have attained to royal position for just this crisis.
Welcome back to Friendship Bridge Radio Theater, brought to you by Chaverim program at the Harry and Rose Sampson Family JCC. If you want a JCC with a really long name, we've got you covered. And now the conclusion of A Little Orphan Esther and the Shushan Schemer. Having decided to stop Haman's plan, Queen Esther and Mordecai rush to the king's throne room where the king is discussing business scribe and first advisor.
You look very pleased today, Haman.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. I've been building a large gallows to eliminate Persia's enemies.
Yes, I recall signing the requisition forms.
And difficult?
Mordecai, Esther, my queen, lovely to see you both.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
It's good to see you, husband, but not to see him.
Haman, why would you say that of my first advisor?
He plans to kill my Uncle Mordecai, a man you claim to admire.
Oh, that's right. Mordecai's a Jew. I forgot.
But there's more.
More?
I have a secret to tell you. 36, 126, 54, 18.
Oh, it's in code. I remember this bit. Let me get out my little orphan Esther.
I'm not an orphan.
Secret decodering. Let's see. The enemy is who? Oh no, I'm not doing that again.
Your Majesty, it's a rhyming code.
Oh, right. A rhyming code. Let's see. I am a Jew. Esther, you're a Jew?
Yes.
Then that means
Yes, Hammond would kill you too. Yes, Hammond would kill your wife too.
oh, that's terrible. We can't have that. Haman, you can't kill the Jews.
Too bad, Your Majesty. Once it is signed, a royal edict, which, as you know, can never be broken.
Scribe, is that true?
Yes, it is, Your Majesty.
But you can issue another as a better official order, which can never be broken, allowing the Jews to defend themselves.
Do it.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And arrest Haman for attempted murder of the Queen.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What? No, no!
I'm glad that's over. I never really liked him, so pompous. Thank you for telling me your secret, little orc. I mean, Queen Esther.
It's a real curse.
It took real courage.
Thank you for doing the right thing, Your Majesty.
It's easy when you listen to your wife. Now, who wants a hamantashen? I'm ready for a little noshin.
And so, life for the Jews got a little bit better in Persia. All thanks to little orphan.
I'm not an orphan.
Queen Esther and her uncle Mordecai. Join us next time on the Friendship Bridge radio show as we prepare for Passover with Joseph, Part 1, 50 Ways to Leave Your Brother. Chag Purim, Sameach, and good night.
That was awesome.
Great job.
That was great. Good job.
Great job, Simon. I'll tell you, you did a great job, Simon.
It's microphone. You're awesome.
I had you, I held you, you gave me all. Your love dreams I shattered beyond recall. Now that I've lost
Good job, Jesse.
please
Good job, everybody.
I'm here
Good job.
forever at your
What are you doing now?
I realize now that I've lost my prize. Tell me, how can I live this way? Foolish conceit, at my heart it would beat, and to
Gesher
think that
Koach,
my heart
everyone.
would obey. I
That's
want
awesome.
you